today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you? Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take it. And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff.
We're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off here to 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass, ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 83 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Jones on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And the Broncos first down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Jones pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Singletary. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Jones. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Gonzalez's kick is good.
His kick is
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Back to throw now in his own end zone. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He was tackled at the
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Score Vikings 14, Broncos 3.
From the 27, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The Vikings after him, and they get that for the sack.
This is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run again on first down. Cook, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
That's good.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 20.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with a conclusion draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Jones hit, and the ball's in. And the Vikings pick up the football.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything.
There he goes, left side.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Bring this one back. It's a final return. A scoop and save for the Vikings. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do? When we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Jones will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And he'll bang that one through. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Well, ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The kick here is complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
47.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brendan, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise. promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And they're going to speed things up here.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has
Bradley Pinion in punt formation.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he comes back with one complete. They only coughed it up, and the Vikings pick up the football. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now left side on the swing pass. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Jones.
That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And 8 yards to go.
Jones on 3rd down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll set up to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gutsy call, turns out to be a good one though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-2.